Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Kurt, aka Vitruvian Gamer, and we're here with a new list because a new year, a new Spiel convention, Essen Spiel 2025 is upon us. Next week it will be my highlight of the year, board game wise, and a lot of releases, a lot of new games. So, of course, I had the desire to make make a list of my top 10 most anticipated games of this Essen Spiel 2025. Top 10 was difficult to make. There are some very big titles coming out. A lot of them, of which will not be on my list, because I noticed some kind of trend that there are a lot of heavy games that are very popular. So you have the Board Game Geek list every year, where they give you all the releases, and you can like them, and it shows some kind of popularity of the releases. And there's so many heavy games out there that are super popular. At this moment in my life, I am not playing heavy games, and they cannot really interest me. I'm more of the lighter, family friendly, or at least more accessible games at this moment in my board gaming life. So a lot of these big games like Recall, Freya Swamp, and other big Horloge, the one with the clock and all that stuff, are not on my list. So let me know in the comments below what your list is, or what your most anticipated games are. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have bigger, heavier games on their list than on mine. But hey, without further ado, let's do this. I'm not going to do honorable mentions this time, although there are some games that I'm really also looking forward to try out and to look more into, and hope maybe maybe buy and bring them back home. But anyway, these are the 10 ones that I did pick. And we start with number 10, of course. And number 10 is a game from a publisher that is known for heavy games. They mostly bring out pretty heavy games. Publisher is Mind Clash Games. Awesome productions that they normally do as well. And this game is a lighter game. It is called Ember Heart. Ember Heart is a 2 to 4 player game by Rob Fisher and Adam Porter. And why do I like it? Well, first of all, the artwork. It's by Andrew Bosley, which is one of my favorite artists in the industry. I really love his artwork. So this game looks amazingly pretty. Second of all, it is a lighter game by this publisher, by this company, which makes me curious to figure out what they did for with a more accessible game. And apparently, this game reminds some people of oh man, I forgot the name. The Dungeons and Dragons themed game. Oh, I do have it here. I just I don't remember the game. Anyway, it is a game, and that's why it's only my number 10. It's a game that uses some kind of bidding system with your workers. You can hire people to send to various spaces, like worker placement style. But depending on how many you send and all that stuff, you kind of bid for the action spots. Now, bidding is absolutely not one of my favorite mechanisms, but still, it looks like it's one that in this game that I can live with and that I might even like. So that's why it's only number 10, but still very curious about this game. Trying to rescue dragons from poachers sounds like a very cool game to me. So that's my number 10. It's Ember Heart. Going to number 9. Ember Heart, by the way, I pre-ordered. This one I pre-ordered as well. It took me a long time. It was on Kickstarter, I believe. I'm not sure if it was a Kickstarter for real, or if it was kind of more like a pre-order that you could do there. And this game is called A Wild Venture. This is interesting. This is a 2-player game. Well, Board Game Geek says 1 to 2 players, but the box clearly says 2-player game, so I'm not sure what they're going for. But this is also not a very heavy game. This is a 2-player kind of set collection game. With a bunch of different cards, and the thing that they say is, so you're trying to make clever combos, but and good synergies. But the thing is, you also have to choose at some moments to kind of deconstruct your engine and then start a new one. So it is also important to do these things. So to get rid of your awesome stuff in order to get other awesome stuff, I believe. Now there's also a map in the middle of the board. I didn't see anything about this game, how it really plays, so I have no idea what the game board does, but it does says it has hand management and set collection, and wow, it's 108 unique cards, so it's a lot of variability, a lot of combinations to find and to use to score the points that you need. Looks pretty cool. I also like the artwork, very special. It's a game by Lane Everett or Ian Everett, and the artist is Penny Jo Everett. I think it was its wife who did the artwork, the wife of the designer, so it looks pretty good. And the publisher is Pika Games, so I also pre-ordered this one. Looks pretty neat, eager to find out how it plays. Another game that it's a 2 to 4 player game. I assume this will also be best with 2 players, especially because it gets quite compared to Res Arcana. Now this is a game, again, by some big designers who do very big games normally. Virginio Gigli and Simone Luciani. They have done some big games. The publisher is Thundergriff Games, and Etherstone, I didn't mention the title yet, I believe. So Etherstone is this card game again, where you're going to do some deck building with very few amount of cards. So again, each time you play, you get very different combinations that you make. So, and it has some drafting in it as well. The artwork by Paolo Vodo is absolutely stunning. The theme, there is a theme, I cannot explain this theme to anyone. It's the story told that a cosmic being sacrifices divine essence to blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm sorry for people who thought about this theme. The artwork with this theme is awesome. It's super gorgeous, but we're just going to play cards and try to get the most. We're going to play beautiful cards and trying to get the best combinations and score the most points. I guess that's the way you win. But well, I've heard some very good things about this game. That's why it made my list at number 8. That's Etherstones. Looks amazingly beautiful. Number 7, I believe. Yeah, number 7 is a game that was on my list very early. I think already since Gen Con. I think it had the release over there already. This is also a 2-player game. It's something in this list that is this year. It has some really interesting 2-player games. This is by publisher Scorpion Masqué, designer Grisha Gurman and Corentin Lebrat, and the artist is Xavier Jeanfi Durin or something like that. This game is called Tag Team, and the first thing that sounded amazing is that it got compared with Challengers, which is right over here in my collection, which means it's an auto battler. What does it mean? In this game, it means that you start your game with 2 cards, only 2 cards, and each player, well, you are going to fight a couple of certain amount of rounds. I don't know how many, but you're just going to flip over the next card. They will interact with each other, and then there will be a winner of that combat, I guess, and then you do the next card. After each combat, you're going to get new cards, and you're going to choose where in your deck you're going to place those 2 cards, or how many cards there are, I don't know. Your deck will get bigger. You're trying to think about what your opponent is going to do with their new cards, and that way you're going to do a new battle with 4 cards maybe now, and again. And that way you're going to try to score points, I guess, and see who's the winner at the end. It sounds amazingly fun. Trying to figure out that what the other player will do, and it has some cool artwork as well, and it looks just super fun. Not heavy, only 2.08 on Board Game Geek out of 5, so that's not a heavy game, but it sounds very accessible and very fun. Then we have number 6, was also very soon on my list, although I was scared first about the weight of the game, 3.29, which is, for me, for my taste and for the people that I play with mostly, already on the very heavy side. I know there are many heavier games, but this was this is a limit. And this game is called Coming of Age by Danny Garcia, artist Edu Valls, and publisher Ludanova. This is a 1 to 4 player game where you're are a kid at the beginning and you're going through your years, becoming an adolescent, coming of age, and you do this by dice placement, which is a mechanism that I really like, which is also why, in combination with the theme, these two things convinced me to pre-order this game and to be excited about this one. It's only number 6. It might have been even higher on the list, weren't it that it was a heavy game. There are some cool things you can do, get some kind of stress points to get some other things, like it's bad stuff, get bad stuff for good stuff. You can choose to get bored because you want to do something but you can't. You're seeing your person evolve, and I'm just curious how it happens. I have seen a couple of videos. I still didn't figure out completely how it works, but the theme, as I said, and dice placement will do it for me, and I hope this game will be loved by me and the people I play with. Then we go to number 5. Number 5. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I forgot a game. So so folks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this will be a top 9, folks. There should be a game in there, but I forgot which one, and I did not put it on my list. So I'll make it up to you by doing some honorable mentions after the top 10. Wow, so I was wrong. So Coming of Age was number 5. I didn't know what happens here. I really was sure that I had 10. Okay, so anyway, number 4 then. Number 4 is a game I was doubting to put this on my list because this is a game that I already have. I got sent it to me by Portable Games to do some content about it. You also already saw me doing an unboxing video. This game is called Bohemians, a game by Jasper de Lange. And Portable Games, of course, with some awesome artwork of Tomasz Jedrzejczyk, Mateusz Kopacz, Roman Kucharski, and Hanna Kruk. Sorry about slaughtering the names, but beautiful artwork. So I decided to put this on my list because if I did not have the game already, this would be on this spot on the list, and it deserves to be on the list. That's why I just put it on there. I could have taken it as an honorable mention, but that would devaluate the excitement that I had for the game when it was announced for a Spiel release. So this Bohemians is a deck building game which adds some really cool twists. So you're living your life as a bohemian in Paris and you're doing deck building, but what you do with the cards is you're going to plan your day. So each round is kind of a day in the life of the bohemian, and you're trying to combine certain icons together so it makes whole icons, like they do with the game After Us, and that will give you some points which you can use to buy new cards, buy some muses to get into your deck, which will help you through your days, get inspired and all that stuff, and also your leftover points, which is pretty cool, you can use to do some actions as well. So you have this separate board, the tracker, that you put your excess points, inspiration points they're called, on, and then you can use them later to kill some cards, to draw more cards, and all that stuff. There are also hardships in the game, which mostly you get from not choosing your work action during. So one of the 4 spots of your day you can also fill with your job token, and if you don't, you will get a hardship because you didn't go to work, you didn't earn money, so it might bring some problems. Really cool system, and that way, so those cards go also in your deck and they might hurt you later on. So Bohemians, where you're trying to get to 5 achievements as fast as you can, is a very cool deck building game and would be my number 4 if I didn't already have it. So that's why it's here on number 4. Number 3, I guess, I'm missing one. I'm not sure what happened. So number 3 is a game that I have absolutely no idea how it plays. There is a rulebook online, but apparently the rulebook is terrible. So especially the translations from German, I assume. But the game is designed by Stefan Feld. It is also published by Alia Ravensburger, and the combination of Alia and Stefan Feld have made some really awesome games in the past. That's why this game that is got hyped very late, going to to Spiel. Now it's number 3 on the hotness list on Board Game Geek, but it was unknown until I stumbled upon it on the Board Game Geek app, I believe, and of course I was curious, absolutely. Stefan Feld and Alia. The game is called The Druids of Idora, and there's not that much known. If you did read the rulebook, I didn't read the rulebook, but the most important thing is it has dice placement, and Stefan Feld combined with dice placement. Well, that's for me. It's a no-brainer. Castle of Burgundy is a dice placement kind of game of dice action selection. You have Civolution from last year that had dice placement or to select your actions. So Feld and dice, Alia. This was a no-brainer for me. So this is on my list. You couldn't pre-order it, so this is, I think, is the only game that I didn't pre-order out of this entire list. But I hope to get a copy, and I hope, as I do every year, to get a copy of his game signed by Stefan Feld himself. So that's number 3, The Druids of Idora. Okay, number 2 is a game that's already been released, I think at Gen Con, I think at UK Game Expo, but it's still not easy or I'm not able to get it here yet in Belgium, so I will get it in Germany if I find a copy. I didn't pre-order this either, it was not an option. But this is the game called The Hobbit, There and Back Again, which is a game by the awesome designer Rainer Knizia. This is a competitive game. I first thought it would be a cooperative game, but apparently this is a competitive game. And this has some kind of, also dice drafting combined with it's kind of a dice drafting and write game. So that's something new, and I've heard so many good things about it. People are going bananas about this game on social media, going through the campaign, because this has kind of a campaign. It has a book with different maps and which you play on. It looks amazing. It has some cool different kind of Lord of the Rings artwork. And the first thing that I thought, wow, do we need another Lord of the Rings games? I have so many already, and there are so many that I don't have as well, but so many games with this IP. But then again, the game sounds amazing, the artwork is amazing, the designer is amazing, and well, the publisher, by the way, is Office Dog, and the artist is Lorenzo Colangeli. But this looks like a fantastic game. 30 minutes to play, 2.25 on the heaviness rating, which is not high, but it's perfect for me. 1 to 4 players, so you can solo this one as well. So that sounds like a winner to me, and that's why it's my number 2 on this most wanted list, or most anticipated list. And then we go to number 1 of these 9 games, apparently. Number 1 is a game that is also a 2-player game, so we end with a 2-player game as well. And this is a game that has some tiling and has river drafting, which was something new for me. This game is called Timber Town by Alley Cat Games, designed by Ryan Boucher, and artist is Isabelle Overturf. And this is a cool 2-player game, so each player will have their own board, which they will use to put the tiles on with roads, and with which probably you want to connect with each other. And in the middle there's this kind of a river which has the tiles that you will try to get on it, and each time you take a tile you have to place it in the same column as the one that you took it from, and then the river will move. So you will take the last part of the river and you place it in front and push everything backwards. Now there are some more things that are in the game with some beaver tokens or meeples, and you can use special abilities to kind of reserve tokens, reserve tiles and all that stuff. It looks amazing. It looks like not a very heavy game. Again, only 2 out of 5 on Board Game Geek, so not heavy game, which is perfect. 2 players, easy to get onto the table. It looks very pretty, and I've heard very good things about it, so that's my number 1. Okay, so I was not prepared for this. I really thought I had I had one more game in here. So oh yeah, I know which game it is. Oh boy, now I see it. Somehow the tab was removed. Anyway, so we slide everything back and put a new number 3 there. So it's in between. Oh, sorry about this, folks. In between the druids of Edora and there and back again, the Hobbit game. So what was that game? And now it's like it's number 1, but it's number 3, folks. It was the Sanctuary. Wow, how did this happen? The Sanctuary is a pretty cool game. It looks like. So it is a game in the world of Ark Nova, which is an awesome, heavier game that takes 3 hours to play. This one, instead of using cards, it's going to use hexagonal tokens with the animals and all that stuff on it. So you're going to also kind of draft these ones or buy these token tiles to place in your zoo, and you're trying to make the best zoo, and you're trying to get synergies in there as well. This is a game, by the way, by Foil and Spiel and Matthias Wigge. Is well, it should take less time, although I still believe it might be a game that takes 2 hours. The game says 1 to 5 players, 40 to 100 minutes. I assume there is a lot of potential for some AP, because there are a lot of choices, and you're looking at your board, you're trying to find the synergies. It uses kind of the same action selection system, which is pretty awesome. It has a cool way of doing actions. Ark Nova, it kind of has the same thing. It dropped a bunch of stuff as well from the big game, of course. It has almost a heaviness of 3 on Board Game Geek, so it's not a light game either. So I assume, depending on which players you play with, it will take still can take 2 hours to play. But it looks amazing. I still love the theme of creating a zoo, and that's what I will hopefully do, because this was also not for pre-order. I'm still considering buying it. I'm not sure yet. I might wait for a Dutch version, because it's still easier to get to the table if everybody can read it without having to translate too much. But we'll see. I'm eager to look into it and maybe hopefully try it out first. Anyway, so that was my top 10 in very strange order because of my my boo-boo that I made here. I still don't know how, but hey, not too bad. So that's it. These were all new games, full games. There are some cool expansions coming out as well. Expansions for Civolution, very small expansions by the way this year, for Civolution, for Castle Combo, Magic 11 football game, a small football game, Panda Spin, and the Lord of the Rings Duel game, Duel for Middle Earth game. All small expansions which look very cool. So that's it, my top 10, folks. It still ended with a top 10. Oh man, this is the most hectic video that I ever made. I still hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to like. If you want to see more in the future, I hope I find the time to do so. It's very hard being a father, getting a lot of content out there, but I'm trying. Anyway, feel free to subscribe, and of course especially feel free to put your anticipated games in the comments below. I'm curious what your most anticipated games are. And also, of course, if you go to Spiel this year and you see me roaming around most of the time, just going about, feel free, and you recognize me in some way, feel free to say hi. I might be a little bit shy. I am pretty introvert, but still, I would love it if people said hi to me, and hey, who knows, we can play a demo together on one of these games that I'm still on the fence about, because there are some games that really look awesome as well. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you very soon at Spiel or here at the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.